Ah, hello there. Don't mind me. I was just checking my messages on my phone while I waited for this game to load. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of that humble internet. This is some more of Ryman's Bizarre Adventures of Katawa Shoujo. And I am, of course, Ryman. I hope everyone out there had just a marvelous Christmas. I hope you had a wonderful time with your friends and family. And for those of you who are lucky enough to not have to work that day, I hope that means it was even more special. Mine was fun. I got some nice gifts. I got 2 new pairs of dress shoes, and they are banging. Yes, I consider that a great gift. Trust me, kids, when you get older, you appreciate getting some nice, swanky, good-looking style for your wardrobe. Trust me. I also got some things for the car as well for my Lincoln. That was also nice. And the gift stuff aside, we had a giant dinner of takeout, Chinese takeout. It was yes, you savor those moments with the family that stops by. But we get on with the rest of our days. We get on with the rest of our years. Folks, we are nearing the end of a saga. Katawa Shoujo. We're in Act 4. Act 4! And we're already well into Act 4, folks. And the thing is, I know some of you are tired of seeing it nonstop, right? But trust me, if you've forgotten, I'm rushing to the end. I would like to get this done before the end of this year. And realistically, that means I have 3 days to do it at the time of this recording, because I've signed up for a bunch of OT at work. So, without further ado, I think that you have a reason, that's all. There is one. See? Anyway, we could talk while we're looking for her. That's why you're here, right? Shizune is in the student council room. I was looking for you. We might take a trip soon. A family trip. Do you think she would want to come with us? Well, I don't see why not. Then again, I don't know. I don't know. She's kind of been on a warpath lately, with a lot of stuff. And once she's focused on something, she won't just drop it. I guess you would know that. If a small child at me for that long and that deep of a voice, I don't know. Hideaki looks much more at ease walking around than I did my first week. So, this isn't your first time here? Just throwing it out there. You know, of course, completely ignoring the surrounding environment could just run in the family. It explained why Hideaki seems so distant from Shizune. I get the feeling there's more to it than just her deafness. No, but this is the first time I could walk around so much. It is kind of weird here. I bumped into a person who told me women are not allowed. Kid, please. If I was your father, I'm shaking you by the goddamn shoulders. I don't care about the hair. Most of it. Cut off the fucking bunny ears. Lose the ribbon. Lose the ascot. Find a pair of pants! Oh my god. Okay, we're getting. I'm gonna get sidetracked purposely. You wanna know what that reminds me of? Just yelling out the word pants. Who else remembers that one weird skit back in the day on Cartoon Network? Like, meanwhile, the Legion of Doom. Yes, Brainiac, what is it? Look, I just want some pants. A freaking pair of pants. Solomon Grundy want pants too. Oh, God. I hate how my brain works. Oh, man. Kids these days are not going to know what the hell I'm talking about. But if you know what I'm talking about, if you, the 1 or 2 only viewers of these videos, know what I'm talking about, then you know. After I told him I am not a woman, he told me I was misleading, and then accused me of being... I had 3 guesses. 3 guesses as to who he could have possibly been talking to. He accused me of being an assassin. I was warned that he was not only invincible, but strong enough to probably destroy the building with a punch. Or at least knock over the painting hanging in the hall. By the way, that painting is actually screwed into the wall. I love how when Kenji's not even on screen, he still steals the show. Yeah, that's the guy across the hall from me. He's okay. Please tell me this was a completely different person, though. I see. Oh, you left your door open. It was unlocked when I came here. I'm a little annoyed that Hideki knows that. The only way he could is if he had opened my door. But the feeling passes. It doesn't matter. I have nothing to hide. Or steal. I'm what you would call the poor. Your soccer ball is really nice. You know, somehow, when I say it like that, it comes off as way more threatening. That's one of the things that doesn't matter. If you are a soccer player, a soccer ball is very important. I guess it is. The thought makes me smile. I'm here because my father bought a new phone, and he wanted to update Shizune in case she needs to call him. You mean text? You mean text? But then again, my sister's legally deaf, and she still has a phone. So who the hell am I? What the hell do I know? I don't know anything. I thought that you should know too, since you're her boyfriend, aren't you? Yeah. Why? Just in case there is something wrong, or she needs anything. It isn't what I meant, but I'll go along. Even if she did, she probably wouldn't call. That is how she is. Well, if you know, coming all the way here for that, though, he could have updated her via email. He does not like using emails. That's so old-fashioned. Well, don't tell me he still does business through regular mail or something. Silence. Now it is my turn to feel awkward. Is Hideki taking it literally? Or did I hit the mark? Nah, I'm sure that what it really comes down to is that he does not want to see his daughter and stay in contact with her. In the end, they are still family after all, even though they play at being at each other's throats. He's here. Sweet fuck. The people who put this together is like, damn it, we designed this character, we're proud of that Hawaiian shirt, we're gonna use it every chance we've got. The door to the student council room is open, and Hideki and I walk in on Jigoro in mid-rant. He sees us, but decides it's not something worth stopping rambling at Shizune over. You are rambling at a woman who does not hear you? God damn it, how do you tell someone don't ever change, but change literally everything about you? This really is shaking my faith in my previous assumption. When I was in the... When I was in the student council, our room was smaller. Colder, too. Like working out of a meat locker. Not like you spoiled kids. What a waste. Sitting here in your giant room, doing nothing. Ellipses. She has no idea what the fuck he's saying. Aren't there only 3 of you? That makes having so many desks only seem like an unnecessary display of mindless decadence. Appalling. You must use the desks you need, and not one more. It is part of my code. What do you do? It may be odd for me to think so, but hearing only one half of a conversation is pretty strange. Also, that's some code! Now that I've arrived, he's changed the subject, and starts talking about the reason he's here. Hideki and I are going on a trip. Yeah, she didn't catch any of that, dog. What are you doing? Does everyone who use sign language mumble while they do it? No, but I'm just an amateur. It helps me think. It's kind of like a force of habit. Just an amateur. Unbelievable. Fine. I literally started sign language like 2 weeks ago! Get off my dick! He turns back to Suzune just in time to catch her shaking her head from side to side. Are you sure you won't be coming along? She reiterates the gesture. Fine. Can you tell her to call me if she needs anything? Yes. Oh god, I ended up doing the actual sign language for yes at the same time of doing that. No, I'm not... Okay. I had a thought, but it's gone because I threw it out. Because I don't know enough American Sign Language to really feel confident enough in sharing with the class. I remember some of my basics. You know, like, you know, I'm fine, hi, goodbye, you know, nice, you know, nice to meet you. Where's the bathroom? You know, it's a process. It's a fun process. I highly recommend other people do it, because then technically you can say you speak another language. I really think sending an email would have been easier, though. I'm not gonna read emails on my phone. If she won't speak, she could tell Hideaki. I suppose if I have to be reached, you would have to call me. Or that other girl would have to call me. Humph. Actually, all 3 of you can just call Hideaki. Do you not understand she can't really speak? The woman is deaf. There was at this one point where it's like, yeah, this guy's cool, we could be friends. I'm starting to reach that point real damn quickly with Jigoro, where I feel like if we knew each other in real life, like, our relationship would end with both of us on top of a building that's on fire, like, having a fist fight in the rain, while both of our shirts are off, and I've got weird tattoos all over me. It wouldn't be, maybe not the, And with that, he swiftly turns and leaves, Hideaki trailing behind him. A long trip for something that took 5 minutes. Neither of them can express their feelings very well. In Shizune's case, I have to question whether if she could. It explains a lot, but she doesn't seem unhappy with the arrangement. Even so, I wonder if she might be. Misha. It was like, oh, when the door closes behind them, oh, okay, we were just leaving ourselves alone, never mind. Leaving Shizune and me by ourselves, she lets out a deep breath that seems to echo in the silence of the room. It's totally ridiculous asking me to go on a trip. The timing couldn't be worse. It overlaps the soon council elections, for one. Second, I haven't even cheered up Misha. If you consider that, it's annoying to even have anything else to think about. Yeah, but you might be too focused on all that stuff right now. Shizune adjusts her glasses roughly. Completely 100% right. The minute I decided I was going to cheer up Misha, everything else went on the back burner, I suppose. I think your dad might care about you more than he lets on. I know. So then, it could be a good idea. No. And then again, more firmly, as if with both of us. No. After coming this far, I can't take a break. A vacation would be jarring. It would be like waking up in a different life. Yesterday was like my vacation. So now we have to go all in. I'm sorry, but it's just how I am. I remember what Yuko said. That she found Shizune brave in a kind of way. I think I understand what she meant. And I have to agree, even though it could also be called recklessness. And foolishness. And pointless stubbornness. I guess you could call it bravery too. However, I can see that there is a fundamental flaw in Shizune's thinking that I haven't noticed until now. I'm sure that Shizune has reflected longer and more obtrusively than I could about where she messed up to create such a bad situation between her and Misha. However, as typical for her, she wouldn't let it hold her back and immediately set out to fix the problem. This completely ignores a large part of the problem, Misha herself. Moving from critical introspection to holding Misha up as part of a goal causes the person to get lost in a shuffle. Shizune has said a lot in the past few days, but now think about how Misha feels. Shizune's way of thinking is abnormal, well, to say the least. Few normal people would reject a friend and then expect things to go back to the way they were so easily. Shizune does, because she sees life as, if I had to put it simply, capable of being segmented and compartmentalized. Oh my god, what? Oh god. Misha, like anyone else, sees it as a whole experience. A long, continuous journey where one moment of heartache can follow you forever. For Shizune, an event is an event, and few of them cross over. Life is compartmentalized around triumphs, failures, and decisions, where each one stands on its own story. It's why the thought of a vacation is jarring to her. It's why she can only appreciate people's immediate emotions. It's exactly how someone obsessed with living in the moment would think, really. Likewise, Shizune can see Misha as a friend, but I doubt that she has ever thought of Misha as anything more until recently. Or questioned anything about her. Misha is Misha would be enough for her, even if to Misha it would be unbelievably stifling. Shizune is just Shizune to herself. It's likely she doesn't even think about the after effects of her actions in the long term, as long as they stir up other people's lives. To Misha, though, I'm sure it made her seem almost heroic, like Yuko admiring her bravery, and even myself. And Shizune's thoughts on that sentiment are that it was good that she could touch someone's life. But it ends there. It's easy to captivate, much harder to nurture. On the next thing, thinking of life in terms of almost completely isolated event has a tendency to isolate a person too. Though she's trying to remedy it now, the point remains. There's simply no way Shizune could have avoided hurting Misha. Her emotional investment in Shizune was something Shizune couldn't account for, so she did it. Combined with her personality, it was inevitable. Both of them have pretty much told me all of that in bits and pieces over the past couple of months I've known them. In the middle of considering their differences, an idea begins to take shape in my mind. Are you working on your plan right now? This second? Your cheer up Misha plan? Of course. I was thinking about it the whole time I was being yelled at. It's real easy to think of other things when you can't hear what someone else is yelling at you. Flicking her glasses up to the bridge of her nose with an oddly triumphant air, she taps her fingers against her temple. It's multitasking. Really? It's more like you're able to concentrate on something like that because you can't. I don't like how the multiverse is converging. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know if I've become more like Hisao or Hisao has become more like me. I don't know if it's column A or B. It better be the only universe that converges into ours, okay? Because I don't need any of my other adventures merging into this one. Yes, I know. Shut up. Not now, Eclair. Not now, Valessa. Not now, any of that other visual novel stuff. Not now, Aoi! Right. Well, whatever. When I ask her what she thinks of mine, it turns out that we're both arrived at a similar idea. The end of a chapter? We've both arrived at the end of a chapter. I got through that in 20 minutes. That's pretty good pacing, despite the fact that I literally get distracted after every line that I ever speak. I got a couple more minutes to kill. Why not? Although it makes me feel kind of uneasy, since we're talking about a human being, the first step is to corner Misha. Though the situation is a little too much like something out of a cop drama for me, it comes to this because talking to her normally is proving to be near impossible. But we do have classes together. Even the very first class of the day. We're surrounding her like raptors! Although it takes a while for the announcement to come, the second that I hear we're going to be working in groups today, Shizune and I try to make sure Misha's is in ours. Well, where else she gonna go? She gonna team up with Hanako? Actually, that doesn't sound like a terrible idea. You know, I think Mito assigns a suspiciously large amount of group work and self-study, don't you think so? But it's easy, so it's okay, right? Yeah? There's other stuff that I've been thinking about lately that might not be okay, though. Misha nods after each sentence, then brushes it all aside. I thought about it, and I don't do enough work when I work with you and Shishin. So, I'm going to try harder today. So, don't distract me, Shan. I have to stay focused. That was an annoyingly transparent dodge. Suzune doesn't look too happy either, since Misha didn't bother to sign any of it, opting to twirl a pen in her hands instead. This bitch, she's getting clever! Oh my god, she's getting clever! From the shaky way she was doing it, I'm sure it was so she wouldn't sign anything inadvertently. Oh my god, she's getting clever! She knew she would accidentally sign stuff automatically, just because it's muscle memory at this point, so she distracts her hands by twirling pens. From the way Misha looks, distracted and uneasy, I doubt it's because she wants to keep Shizune out of the loop for any malicious reasons, although it's still obviously a way of distracting Shizune from herself. Shizune wants to talk to you. Let's just cut right through the bush and burn it all to the ground. Shizune wants to talk to you. Ellipses. No. You don't ellipses me. Can't wait till later, Hishan. You turned down a kerfuffle amount of fish eggs the other day. You're talking to this woman now. No. Why not now? We're in the middle of class. Oh, of course! Now all of a sudden, it's super important to keep focused. I could hear Muto, readying himself to throw a textbook at Misha's head for the amount of bullshit that was in that line. Now she's spinning a pen in each hand. I'm beginning to think her signing has turned into kind of a nervous tick for her. This isn't good replacement, although the sight of her dual wielding is pretty impressive. After class, then. After class, I don't waste a second bringing it back up. As everyone else files out of the classroom, leaving the three of us alone, Misha takes increasingly longer glances in every direction except forward. Do you want to get something to eat? Stop giving her an out. Barricade the door!
Why do you and Shishan keep asking me if I want to eat something, He-Shan?
Because we're all headed to the cafeteria. And we haven't eaten again in a long time, so why the fuck not?
Is this about student council?
Ellipses. Taking Shizune's lack of reply as admission, Misha sighs.
Shishan, is that all you ever think about?
Before... Why didn't you block the door? Before Shizune can reply, she leaves. I have to say, I'm not left feeling very confident after what just happened. Neither of us were expecting it to go smoothly, but it would have been nice. Reading my mind, Shizune curls a finger around her glasses for a while before signing. I know what you're thinking, but no. It's not that I think we would give her some space now. I told you I wouldn't give up so easily. Yeah, well, now I'm starting to wonder if it's not too soon. Cold feet? Well, I'm not going to. That would be giving up on her. There's a fine line between helping someone and smothering them, but I just want Misha to pull herself together and stop acting so weird. I know she can do it, even if she wants to try. People don't change overnight. If they could, the world would be a much easier place. Okay, you win. Then I guess this is part where we split up and look for her. Though I'm the only one who is really supposed to find her. If I run into her first, I'll call your cell phone. Smiling, Shizune takes out her cell phone, turning it on to prepare. I notice that she has an extremely high number of unread messages, and looking at her expression, so does she. Twirling it around by the strap a couple of times, she grimaces. I don't like using this thing. Why can't I just snap my fingers? I'm pretty sure that if we spent enough time together, if you snapped your fingers literally anywhere, despite what's going on around you, my weird-ass wolf ears will just pick them up. I have weird hearing. My hearing, like, on a very good day, mind you, like, my ears will just pick up on something out there. And I was like, what the fuck was that? I can't explain it. So my family's always referred to it as wolf hearing, my werewolf hearing. I might be part werewolf, I don't know, but I've never turned. And then what? I'm not a dog, and it doesn't travel as far as a phone signal. You're having a lot of fun with this, aren't you? Shaking her head from side to side, she continues. It's obvious where she will go. You can't look for her on the school grounds. She would want to go as far away as she can. Check the tea shop? It's usually empty this early. Misha loves to go there if she feels like skipping class, and she loves the parfaits they have there. You really know a lot about her, but, you know, she would overthink it and turn it into something that would seem a lot more backhanded than it actually is. So I choose to just nod and leave instead, until I feel her holding onto my sleeve. What? I say instinctively, forgetting that she can't hear me. It feels nice that I don't have to do all this by myself anymore, because I can trust you. I'm really happy. Oh, sweet. This makes me happy. We'll bang, okay? Okay, I'm ending this scene, and then I'm wrapping it up. It makes me happy to hear it. I can't think of a way to respond, and end up only nodding again. Oh my god! What? She's right there! Fucking grab her!